The girls nodded and moved to the door. Courtney held it open while Grace was wheeled in first, and then she and Tiffany followed in. Once inside, they noticed the place was deserted. The lights and air were running, but the interior was devoid of people. "Where is everybody?" asked Tiffany. As if on cue, an attendant appeared from an office door to their immediate left. It was a girl, maybe 20. She had a set of keys in her hand, and a name tag pinned on her that read Amanda. "Well, hello there, girls," she greeted. "I'm Amanda. Somebody told me you all were coming." She moved toward Grace without saying anything else, and unlocked the belts that were holding her in the chair. Grace eagerly stood up, relieved to be out of the wretched chair. She lost her balance as soon as she stood up though, and landed on her butt with a padded thump. Amanda wheeled away the chair, putting it in the office she came out of. She locked the door behind her, and came back to the girls. "I've been told you four have this place rented out to yourselves until 6:30. I'm not exactly sure what you're going to do for 4 hours, or why, but everything you asked for has been done. The bathrooms are locked up, the play space and kitchen have all been cleaned and set up for you, and the doors will be on a time lock. Any questions?" "Well, yes, actually," said Courtney. "What exactly are you talking about?" The girl nodded her head. "Okay," she said. "I've already done everything you asked me to, and I don't really want to know anything beyond that. I don't want to know why you're wearing diapers. I don't want to anything, okay?" She walked towards the exit, ignoring the girls' pleas to stop. None of them could move fast enough to catch her and stop her from locking the doors. Courtney made it to the doors just after she had locked them, and tried wrenching them open. They were locked tight. She backed up, and stumbled, losing her balance. She landed hard on her butt, producing unexpected results. She heard a tiny little recorded voice upon impact, and it rang in the enclosed entrance space. Her diapers had talked to her. "Oops. I crapped my pants," they declared to no one in particular. In frustration and anger, she tried changing back up, but only fell over again, reminded of the mess she had made earlier by the diapers Melanie's mum had put on her. She resigned to crawling on all 4 feet, and slowly made her way back inside the building. They had a lot of planning to do as to how to get out of here. "What are we going to do now? The doors are locked till 6:30. We won't be able to make it back to the meeting point on time, or even try to get the rest of the stuff we need," exclaimed Tiffany. They were all sitting at a table adjacent to the kitchen, each eating some of the pizza they had found prepared for them. "I don't know," said Courtney. "But from looking at the list, we can get 5 of the things we need right in here. That helps a little." "What all can we get in here?" asked Melody. "Well," started Courtney, "the playground balls, a stuffed teddy from the prize wall over there, an empty pizza box, a picture of us at a playground, and we can probably find a pacifier in the baby's room over there." Courtney shifted in her seat, triggering the voice from her diapers again. She frowned at the message again, and reached toward her lap to try and pull the offending diapers off. She unconsciously slapped her drink in the process, spilling her Coke into her lap. It was freezing cold against her bare legs. "Crap!" she yelled. "What?" asked Tiffany. "I just spilled my drink all over my lap," she said, standing up, trying to yank off the prank diapers. They wouldn't budge. Melanie's mum had snapped on 2 more of the locking diaper pins. "And I can't get these bigger diapers off, either." Everyone watched as the Coke soaked in, causing the diapers to swell outward. The writing on the front began to get bigger and darker, still proclaiming to all who looked, "Oops. I crapped my pants." The girls helped to dry her off as much as possible, and eventually finished eating their lunch. "You realize all that food has to come through into our diapers eventually, right?" said Grace. "Yeah, but we have to eat too," said Melody pointedly. "There's probably something we can pry these pins of within here anyways." "Yeah," agreed Courtney. "But till then, we need to start finding some of this stuff." She turned her eyes to the big play structure that was erected in the middle of the expansive building. It was at least 3 stories tall, and was made of multicolored plastic piping. There were large rooms serving as hubs in places, with tons of slides, windows, and netting making up a majority of the structure as well. "We might as well start looking in the play structure," she said. She walked towards what she could discern was the nearest entrance, and climbed the ladder leading inside. The rest of them did the same, each disappearing into a different segment of piping. Once inside and on their way, none of them noticed the crew of people pulling padded covers over the exits.